This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 14th day of December. James Spann here. Quite a variety of weather across the state today. The Tennessee Valley, sunny and mild. Heavy rain down south, and we're kind of stuck in this fog here. Let's take a look. The Skycam network will tell the story. There's the Birmingham Skycam shot. The high-rise buildings in downtown Birmingham kind of shrouded in fog and low clouds. Down in Demopolis, rain is falling at the Demopolis Civic Center on the banks of the Tombigbee River. But look in Decatur up north, the sun is shining where they are near 70 as we look out across the mighty Tennessee River. There's the water vapor satellite shot. You can see convection firing across parts of central and south Alabama and the adjacent states in advance of the shortwave. And temperatures are pretty mild for a December day. Birmingham at 66. Look at the shoals. The warm spot, 71. Reason for that, the sun is shining up there. And again, the cool air really having a hard time being displaced around Gadsden and Weiss Lake. Gadsden showing only 55 at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Well, there's the radar. Heaviest rain is indeed down south. Most of the significant rain south of the line from Demopolis to Brent, Calera, Sylacauga, and Wedowee. Heavy rain falling in parts of Chambers County. And there's a peek at the Mobile radar, some pretty decent convection. I see a Bow Echo down there that's about to move into Covington County, out of Conecuh County. We don't expect any severe weather up here, but it looks like there could be some pretty active storms down that way. Check the watch warning map. Flash flood watches cover a large chunk of South Alabama. And we note a few counties down there under flash flood warnings. Looks like Barber and Macon and Russell. Also, a number of counties back in parts of Mississippi and Louisiana are under warnings as well, and a few scattered winter weather advisories up north. Rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning at 6 o'clock. Heaviest rain over southwest Alabama, Mobile, 4 inches there. The amounts taper off tremendously as you go farther north, and up there in Waterloo in the northwestern corner of the state, this is showing nothing. And really, after tonight, we'll be dry for a while, just cold and dry. Let's take a look at the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at noon tomorrow, noon Tuesday. The core shortwave energy passing to the north of us. Down below that, colder air beginning to move in, that 1038 high, building in nicely, and rain continues down south. So we're going to mention some rain at times here tonight into tomorrow morning, but the bulk of the heaviest rain should stay down south. And tomorrow could be a day with falling temperatures up here for the northern half. We might start the day in the mid to upper 50s, then fall into the upper 40s by mid to late afternoon. Here's a look at Wednesday. Cool and dry. Surface high just north of us. The high probably low 50s, something like that after a freezing start. And Thursday looks dry. Here comes our new wave in the Gulf of Mexico. Surface low pretty far south. The GFS continues that trend. And on Friday, the surface low moves due east. It's east of Daytona Beach. And if this is right, the rain with that wave Thursday night will stay south of us. Now, we'll probably see an increase in clouds. But for now, it looks like, say, from Birmingham north, the chance of rain will be awfully small. The better chance down south. And then Saturday, starting the weekend, we turn colder. You can see the 540 line just about down to Birmingham. Looks like we'll see a high only in the 40s with a good cold air advection, and Sunday looks cold and dry. Now, that's the GFS. Quick peek at the European. That's even colder. Very cold look there. That trajectory takes air from the polar region right down in here. I get the idea Sunday might be colder than what the GFS is depicting. And we note that air over Alaska, almost down to minus 30 Celsius up there. And that about pegs that chart out. So plenty of cold air to the north. And again, the pattern sure looks cold and unsettled for much of the country for the rest of this month. And let's just walk you through Christmas week. Now, this is voodoo land, which means there's not much skill in a specific forecast, so this is all subject to change. There's a look at Monday, a week from today, cold and dry. Tuesday, December 22nd, here comes the next wave. And on Wednesday, December 23rd, that wave is getting closer, and down below, that looks pretty wet. And again, the consistency in the idea of a midweek rain event next week looks good. That's Christmas Eve, December 23rd. Cold enough for snow, not on this run. Every indication we see is just rain. And then on Christmas Eve, this is December the 24th, the surface low at that wave is east of the state, sitting on the Atlantic coast. And again, we should begin to turn colder as the rain exits. And Christmas Day, December 25th, if this is right, just kind of uneventful, chilly and dry. That would be a high maybe around 50 and a low around 30, and that's just a little below average. So based on this run, we're still getting the idea of a midweek rain producer next week, and then Christmas just cold and dry. End of the forecast, December 30th, approaching New Year's. Strong jet in place, but really not much amplitude. That keeps the cold air locked up north, if this is right. And again, that's a big if. More than likely, this will be subject to change. A lot of cold air up there, and inevitably, we'll see a few shots of at least shallow cold air between now and the end of this month and the end of the year. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.